You're watching Iron King Inc. As you guys know, for the regular watchers of this channel, I love buying stuff from government auctions, and I think I have absolutely outdone myself this time. This is an Lvsr. It is the younger brother of the all-known Hemtt. 10-wheel drive, 10-wheel steering. So if you look in here, all of these axles steer on all their own linkage, independent suspension. You can see the whole steering system in there. It's got a hook lift for carrying containers, so this whole unit folds out and you can pretty much pick up whatever you want. Now this truck was sold as inoperable, which means it did not run or move when I bought this from the auction, but the price was too good to pass up. So we're gonna see if we can get this Lvsr fired up and running and driving down the road once again. So I'm gonna focus on getting this truck off of the low bed first, and then we'll take a closer look at it. But I need to put all my attention into getting this machine off of this low bed. All the brakes are caged because obviously it doesn't move and it has an air brake system. So we're gonna have to figure out how to get this machine off of the low bed safely. You can kind of tell it's kind of perched up here on the back, which it is safe to haul it like this, but it's gonna be a little bit interesting pulling it off of the trailer, especially with these brakes, because I was told there's 3 or 4 brakes that are caged, so it will roll, but the other brakes are stuck on. So it might take a lot of effort just to get this truck off of the trailer. So my first plan of action, I think we're just gonna try it the easy way, and we're gonna get the big forklift, hook up a chain to it, and we're just gonna try pulling this thing right off the trailer. If that doesn't work, I'll have to go to plan B. I'm not sure what plan B is yet, because I haven't thought of it, but plan A is to use our 20,000 pound forklift to hopefully just yard this thing off of the trailer. What do you think of the purchase?
It's kind of cool.
That's it? Just kind of cool? Have you ever seen one of these before?
I've never seen one before. I thought it was gonna be a lot bigger.
It takes up the entire low bed.
In the pictures, it looked like it was a lot taller. You know what I mean? Like, you said it was on 52s, which it is, or something, right?
And it's got 10 52-inch tires.
Yeah, but I mean, it's pretty cool.
Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this the coolest thing I've ever bought so far? Or do you like D10s? I guess they're both pretty cool, but I think this pretty much takes the cake. You want to get the big forklift and I'll kind of direct you in?
Okay.
The fourchette, right?
The fourchette, yeah.
Fourchette. French for forklift. I'm learning. Plan, crane, fourchette, forklift. Bomba's a pretty good teacher. Now I just got to direct him with the fourchette up to the front of this, move it forward so that the trucker can get his last binder off, and then it should roll back. If you're ever wondering why healthcare is so expensive in the United States, this is the reason, and I like it. Doesn't look too sturdy in there, but we need to push the truck back to get one of the last binders off. So I think I'll just have him push right there in the center because it's already damaged right there anyway. We'll push right there. Come up a little bit. Okay, come in. Try to go forward just a little bit. Okay, right there. Let me see if that's enough. Come back a little more. No. No go, that chain's too tight. Let's see here. So our main problem is the truck rolled forward a little bit, and this chain is super tight, so we need to get the truck to come back. We may have to figure out a different game plan here, but we're trying to get it to roll back a little bit to get some slack on this chain. That way we can pull it off, and then we can hopefully roll it forward.
You dig this up?
Yeah, it's just very tight.
Yes.
So I'm trying to think what we might have here that's a little bit stronger. Let me hop in the forklift, and maybe let's see if there's anywhere we can push on it a little bit easier, because we're not heavy enough right here. Maybe we could try tilting down a little bit and then lifting up. That might give us enough. Keep coming. Yep. Yeah, a little bit more. Okay, keep coming. No. This might be a little bit more tricky than I thought. The problem is we can't get enough weight on the front of the forklift to shove it backwards. So we're gonna try hooking up to the back of it, pulling it backwards just enough to get that chain unhooked. Then it should be able to roll forward, but I'm having a little bit more trouble than I thought I would, because this thing weighs 51,000 pounds. So plan B did not work. The truck is too heavy. I think we have too many brakes caged up, or uncaged. So I think plan C, we just got batteries for this thing. Let's hope and let's pray this thing runs. It was sold as inoperable. We have a set of batteries for it. It does not currently have any batteries in it. Let's hope putting a set of batteries in this thing, it'll fire up. We can just air it up and drive it off the trailer. Now, wouldn't that be an absolute win for us? Probably not. We gotta give it a try, because our big old forklift is not strong enough to move it, and I don't have any caging bolts. Unfortunately, Casey's out of town, so he couldn't help with his wrecker. So we gotta figure out how to get this thing off, and I think plan C with putting batteries in it, that's gonna be the ticket. So we went down to Napa, got ourselves 4 of these batteries, which they're not the ones for the truck, but a few people that have had these trucks told me that these are going to work. The battery compartment doesn't have currently any batteries in it, so we didn't have any batteries to go off of, so we kind of had to guess a little bit.
They probably had 4 in it.
But all the connectors are there, so hopefully we put the batteries in it and this thing fires up. Everything looks complete. I'm gonna go ahead and check the engine oil, check the water, make sure we're not gonna hurt anything if we do get this thing cranking over. Didn't even know it came with a winch. That's pretty cool. Hopefully we can check the oil from in here. No step. These are your engine covers. There we go. Let's just see if we got oil. Sometimes the military drains these things out. Oh, we're full. Should be good to go there. You got the whooshing sign right here, so I think we're getting close. Is it in this little cover right here? There you go. Oh no, that's coolant. This has a little bit of dirt on it. Yep, 100% coolant, and I can see it in there too. So we should be good there. That should be good. Okay, should be good there. Huge turret hole. Now I gotta get down from this thing. I can't believe this made it all the way.
It was latched.
Oh, okay. So we're 24 volt system, so that's our hot, Our negatives right here, and we have some jumpers over there. You got this, Bomba?
Yep, I got it.
Now these batteries don't fit exactly right, but I think they're gonna work for our purposes here, and we can order the correct ones. They just didn't have the 6 LTs which go in here. They didn't have those in stock, so we're gonna go with these ones. Hopefully that's enough to get it fired up. We can probably tap that down a little bit. Yep. Jump, jump, jump. Sorry, I'm a bad helper when I have a camera in my hand. I got one hand. Either they yell at me for not helping or they yell at me for not filming, so I'll take the yell at me for not helping. At least they can yell at me for not helping. Batteries are hooked up. I had to set the camera down. Got them all figured out. Oil's been checked. Last thing to do is just hopefully we turn that disconnect on and we get some lights in the cab. Hopefully if it does fire up, the air system works, because we're still gonna be in the same predicament. If we fire it up and the air system doesn't work, our brakes aren't gonna be unlocked. So hopefully, 3 things have to go right. It's gotta run, the air system has to work, and the transmission has to work, so that way we can back up, get that chain unhooked, and then we can drive it off the trailer. So this should be on. We should be on now. We'll see if we have lights. Can hold? Yep. Please do something.
Oh, it clicked.
We got lights.
Okay.
You got power?
Yeah, we got power. Power, lights. That screen I believe is supposed to light up and it does not. Low air pressure light, check engine light. So it says low coolant, but we checked, we do have some. Transmission controller is in it and plugged in. Ready for a fire in the hole?
I'm gonna sure as go for it.
Nada. We probably need to get up on top and prime that fuel system up. I'll bet you it's been sitting so long, I'll bet you that fuel's bled back. And we're gonna have to use that hand primer and prime this thing up. It is cranking, which is very good. So usually if the ECM isn't communicating, it won't do anything. So with it cranking over, and I am seeing some RPMs on the gauge, we should be communicating back and forth, and hopefully it's just a fuel issue. Pump it, Bomba! Pump it like your life depends on it. You getting fuel?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, so the primer was, it was like there was no pressure behind it. So he's pumping it up right now, and you feel fuel, Bomba?
Yes.
Okay, so he's feeling the fuel, pumping up, priming the system. It may or may not start with starting fluid. We may have to give it a little sniff to get it to go, just because we have all that air in those injectors, but hopefully this does the trick with a fresh set of batteries. We can get it fired up. Fire in the hole.
Yep.
What'd it do?
You got any smoke?
Nothing.
No.
Did you check to see if it had fuel in it?
You feel fuel in there, right? Nah, no fuel.
No.
No fuel. A lot of air.
Pop that screen out of there, Bumba. Oh yeah, she's full.
Okay.
She's got plenty of diesel in her.
I just need to pump this.
Think it's full?
There's fuel. I can see it in there, Bumba. Probably half a tank.
Yeah, I think it's hot.
Yeah. Is it getting harder?
No. Yeah, maybe. Whew. That's a lot of work pumping it right there because you got to bend all the way down inside this crevasse. It's cranking over, so that's very good because without the ECM, it shouldn't do anything. And when I'm cranking, we don't have a check engine light. I think that's good. At least they gave us this nice little turret cap hole so I can hop in this way. Okay, is Bomba gonna give it a shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give her a little huff. You spray some in there?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, fire the hole.
Yep.
What's he say?
He said no. There's still no smoke. It was running straight off the ether.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all out.
So there's a little plug that you can crack loose, and it should start spewing some air out. I think there's a big airlock in it. Yeah, it's hard to see.
It's hard to see. It's right underneath of that.
Right here. Right there. You can crack that loose and see if we got a bunch of air built up in this thing. As I'm pumping the little pumper too, it's kind of springing back, which means that there's an airlock in it. Probably hasn't been run for a long time. It might eventually run with ether, but we don't want to run the batteries dead and just drown it with ether. So let's see if we can get that airlock out of there, and hopefully that's the ticket I'm getting it started, because I don't know how else we're gonna get it off the trailer. Okay.
Need a wobbly.
Probably need a wobbly. Oh, it's set to tight. Switch it the other way, Bomba. There you go. There it goes. Okay, it's loose now. Should see fuel coming out of this if we got that airlock.
It's empty.
Oh, there it goes. We got fuel now starting to drip out, Bomba.
The field is empty.
The filter's empty?
You see?
Yeah.
It's empty.
Well, it might be pumping. I can see fuel out of here.
Yep.
I think we keep pumping it and see if it fills it up.
Okay.
It's like our suction line is blocked up. Something.
Can you get to the suction line with a wrench? Can we blow air into it?
Maybe.
And I take this hose.
Yeah.
I bring maybe I put the tank up. I put the fuel from there.
Yeah, I think we crack that hose loose
Yes.
and we see if any fuel comes out of it.
Okay. Let me bring.
So right now Bomba's unscrewing the main fuel line. No fuel. There you go. That's our problem. So the fuel line running back to the tank is plugged somewhere, or they have the fuel turned off, which I think there's a valve somewhere on that fuel tank.
What I'm looking for.
What do you think? Maybe there's a shut-off valve?
Let me see.
Possibly, that we're not seeing. You don't see? Why don't we get an air nozzle and we'll blow the air back into it and see if we get...
The field, that one have field.
So our next plan of action here is I'll show you. I don't think we have enough fuel in this tank, so you can see a tiny bit at the bottom, but it's about a 1/4 inch from the bottom. So hopefully that's our problem. We're getting some fuel over at the fuel island over there. Robert's getting some in the slip tank. We're gonna put about 20 gallons in here and see if that helps us out, because we do have no fuel coming from this line. This pickup line right here is dry, so hopefully that being low helps us out by filling it up. Hopefully we can get fuel to it. If we get fuel to it, it should fire up. Everything's cranking over. If we didn't have ECM, it shouldn't crank at all, and we shouldn't see any RPM. And I'm seeing RPM, I'm seeing all the signs that the ECM is communicating with it. I have not found a adapter for ET yet. I'm gonna keep looking around the truck, and if I do find that adapter, we will plug into it and see if we see any issues, but I think our issue is definitely no fuel. So hopefully putting in 20 gallons will help us out and get it fired up. Try blowing air into it again and let me see.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. It's not reaching the pickup. There's not enough fuel in it.
Okay.
That'd be fucking.
Robert's ready to go now. Hopefully we put some fuel in it now. So Bama tried blowing air back through that line and it's just gurgling in there, but it seems like it's just barely on the pickup. So I think we dump some fuel in here. It should pick up that line and we should get fuel to our motor. That's good. You getting up there?
We're getting up there, yeah. There's more than there was before.
Here's our line right here. I think maybe we put some air into the tank too and see if we can get it to
Push
kind
out
of start siphoning out of there.
Yeah. Mama said he's gonna fill the fuel filter up too with diesel.
Good idea, yeah, just get it full. Help everything start sucking, get all the air out of it.
Maybe.
A little bit easier to work on when you pull the side skirts off. Do we have another filter or no?
No.
Okay, we'll just use that one for now. I'm gonna remind you guys, if you like seeing this content, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers and I can only do that if you hit that button. If you like what you're seeing, click the little button right there. Means a lot to me. Let's get back to it. Bama got the fuel filter off. It's empty. Splash a little bit in there. Nice and easy. Keep going. Okay, that's full. There you go, you got it. And we won't go crazy tight, but just enough to get it on there.
Okay.
We got about 20 gallons in there. Definitely better than empty. Okay. Now we gotta do a lot of pumping. So we got the fuel line hooked back up. Bama's gonna start pumping that ham primer. Hopefully it allows enough suction to pull that fuel through those lines, get all the air out of them. We have that little plug loose as well, so hopefully it bleeds all that air out. I really think that's our problem with this truck, is we have so much air in the fuel system that it won't fire up. Again, with the ECM, with it cranking over, me seeing RPM, ECM is communicating, so hopefully fuel is our only problem. So I've been pumping on this thing for 10 minutes now. I think we finally have fuel on our primer. Let's give it a shot again, see if we can get it fired up. I think that was our problem all along. No fuel. Ready? Fire in the hole. something there too. Yes, it's fired up.
Excuse me, sir, you're polluting the environment.
No, I'm fine. Fired up. Yes, that's a huge win. Might not go into gear. Our transmission controller isn't turning on. Uh-oh. That's a problem. So we're running into an issue with the truck, fires up, won't go into gear. I wonder if our transmission's low. So there's a little sight glass right here, and I believe it has to be running for us to check that. So I'm gonna fill this thing up a bit and fire it up. We have a little hand crank here. So all this fluid is on board. Hopefully this fluid's good.
Going up or down?
Yep. I think we're pumping it in.
Don't see anything yet.
Shows it's pumping.
Okay.
Get her figured out.
Trying.
Might be going up.
Is she going up?
Can't tell yet.
Definitely goes this way.
Does it not lock in here? There you go.
Good.
It pushes in.
Does.
Yeah.
Might be more comfortable places to do this. Are we going up?
I don't think so. It might be going up. Yeah, I think it is. It's just going slow.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see how Bomba does it. Bomba probably goes turbo.
Watch.
It's hard to tell. Because when we started, it was below those letters, and now it's above those letters.
Oh, you're putting fluid to it.
Uh-huh. That's super low, look.
Right there. He's off of you. How tight is it? Yeah.
Pop that the rest of the way off those threads. That thing's flying.
It's still super tight. We could try and like with a bar. But it's too sketchy.
All you're doing is putting more stress on that. You're with the D-ring out of it.
Picking the back of the truck up and making it tighter.
I don't have much left in that binder holding that, so if that thing snaps, it's gonna go flying.
And we shove it sideways a little bit.
We only got an inch. I mean, that might be all we need though. So the issue we're having here is there's this last chain on the back and it is tight. And we're almost at the end of that binder and it's about to go boom. If we push it back,
And you put this fork right here.
just pushes on it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, push.
Come here. No, Obama. Okay,
He'll
tell him to
see.
push right there.
Okay.
Looks really strong. Hopefully we don't bust out one of the lights. Maybe he shoves there. Don't shove on the tires.
Okay. Mama, put it in first. Go down, Bamba. Go down. Go down. Go down. Side shift this way. Okay, come in. Slow. Okay, stop. Tilt back. Stop. Go down a little bit. Down, 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 down. Tilt back. Tilt back. Down. Tilt back. Okay, come in. Go down, go down. Just a tiny bit. Okay, come in. Okay, go down. Down. Okay, now tilt back. Okay, come in. Go up a little, there you go. Go up a little bit. Perfect. Push. Stay there, Bamba. Stop right there. Hold it.
There you go. Isn't it WWQD?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got you guys. Every once in a while I get a win.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take the e-brake off and shoot this roll forward.
In theory.
Brakes work good.
Bamba. Suck in. Go up, Bamba. Go up a little bit. Up a little bit. Okay, come in. Come.
It's low on fluid for sure. I can feel it
torque, like the torque converter engaged.
Hear it?
Yeah, I hear it.
So we got the LVSR off the trailer. I think the transmission is super low on fluid. When we have it idling in neutral, it doesn't even show on the dipstick. We're out of fluid here on our central like lube system here. So I'm gonna loosen this main hose up here that pumps it in, and we're just gonna put a funnel right here and try and fill it up that way. Hopefully that works. There was a little bit of oil left in there. And just like that is day 2 of working on our LVSR. Last night you saw us pumping transmission fluid into the transmission case, and we just ran out of light. It was kind of frustrating me why we couldn't figure this thing out. And I just had to have a think on it. Sometimes you just gotta stop, take a break, and think about it and come back. So our main issue is the truck runs, however it will not go into gear. The gear selector switch, the screen doesn't work, but when I click it and I go to the screen on the LVSR, the main screen in the truck, this one right here, you can see it select the gear. So it thinks it's going into gear. Now I started watching a bunch of videos last night, and this thing has obviously a transfer case because it's 10-wheel drive, but I wonder if our transfer case is in neutral. And if that's the case, we have severely overfilled the transmission and we need to drain that out. But supposedly there's a lever on the other side of this truck, and if that is in neutral, the truck will not go into gear. So over here, I was watching some videos. There's a lever right here. This guy right here. If it's forward, that means that the transfer case is in neutral, and it is definitely forward. So we pull this back. Okay. I think our problems have been solved. Let's fire the truck up and see if we have gears. Turn the truck on. So see what I mean, how this screen shuts off? There's our main screen here. Let's see how it fires up in the morning. Right up. Let's build some air really quick, and then we'll try and select a gear. Okay, holding. Drive. Yes! There she goes. Got brakes. That was our problem the entire time. We just keep winning with this truck. So, 2 things have to be done. We need to drain all of the transmission fluid that we pumped into this thing, because I found out last night you're supposed to check this fluid while the truck is cold and off. If the truck is on, it will suck it out of the transmission fill tube area where it shows your sight glass. So we have way too much transmission fluid in there. We need to drain that out. Second thing is it's got a low coolant light, which I did check the coolant. It's got some in there. I think it's just a tad bit low, so we're gonna fill that up, and then we'll see if this thing works. I have the remote for this truck, so this huge thing on the back here is called a hook lift. So this giant hook on top is made to roll out, pick up containers like these scrap cans over here. They have a little hook on them, and it pulls them up and onto the truck. So we do have a little remote in here in one of these boxes. Let's see, here it is right here. There's a little wireless remote. So we'll have to see if this entire mechanism works and take this thing for a drive now that we have gears. I'm sure the transmission is fine. With the transfer case in neutral, of course, it's gonna go nowhere. Sometimes you just have to take a break and think about stuff and just find out why something is not working the way you wanted it to. So last night I did a ton of research, or as much research as I could on these trucks, and that led me to that transfer case. They probably put it in neutral to tow it onto the trailer, and whoever towed it on the trailer was not the truck driver and probably didn't say anything to the truck driver when we unloaded it, which is why it was so hard for us to figure out. Even though it was such an easy fix, it's hard to figure out because we just don't know how to work on these things yet.
Great idea. Good on my side.
I wonder how tight of a turn it'll do.
Oh, let's see.
This thing was. Oh man. I think this is probably one of the coolest things I ever bought.
Really?
What do you think?
Yeah, it's up there.
What do you think, D10 or Lvsr? I mean, there's a lot of D10s.
Well, there's a lot of Lvsrs, just
Not many people can have them.
yeah.
I just flipped the light switch on. We're gonna see if all the lights work. So we got the two down here. Nothing up there. Got our side markers. Geez, I want to say all the backup lights work. Yeah, I think we're all good. Alright guys, well I'm going to wrap the video up right here. I hope you enjoyed this one. This was very enjoyable for me. Let me know if you think this is the coolest thing I've ever bought, or what you'd rather see, a D10 or an Lvsr. As always, if you liked it, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this, because we also have to test the hook lift and make sure that all of the hydraulics in the back work on this thing. We have a wireless remote in one of these compartments here, and I believe we can operate this entire thing remotely. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel if you want to see that. As always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like this, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.